guys, my name is Nikki, aka the Dragon Queen, and today I'm here with another video. I'm doing the Strike Back Video-a-thon, so as you may have noticed, I am posting one video a day for at least 30 days. So today's topic is going to be 5 auto-buy authors. Well, it's technically just auto-buy authors, but I have 5 of them that I would love to share with you today. Before we get started, shout out today is to Heroicpages. She currently has 666 subscribers, so just a sign that I need to shout her out, because reasons. But you should check her out and give her a subscribe and a like, because she is hilarious in some of her videos. Now, some of the authors that I thoroughly enjoy and will auto-buy whatever they write, doesn't matter what it is, are as follows. First and foremost, Jim Butcher. The Dresden Files is one of my all-time favorite series. There are currently 15 books. It follows the character Harry Dresden, and he is a wizard living in modern-day Chicago. Now, if you look him up in the phone book, he is under Wizard for Hire. He's for some reason the only one in the phone book. It's crazy. Now, Dresden is going through a lot of shit through this 15-book series, and it's just getting worse as the series continues. But I absolutely adore the series. I love the author's way of writing. He has, it's written in first person, but occasionally he puts a snippet of second person in there, so it acts like Harry is directing the commentary directly at you as the reader. And it is read by James Marster, who is Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. His voice is amazing, so now I always picture Harry Dresden with that voice, no matter what. Butcher also has 2 other series, at least. There is Codex Allure, which is a fantasy-based series, and he has the newest series called The Aeronaut's Windlass, which is a futuristic steampunk series with talking cats. So, if you think any of those things are cool, you should check out that series, or check out the author. The next author that I auto-buy would be Ransom Riggs. Ransom Riggs published the Miss Peregrines Home for Peculiar Children series, and I absolutely adored the series. I have purchased all of the books or in the trilogy, as well as all the graphic novels. Every time I see more by him, or think that there's more by him, I just must have it for my collection. I love the way that he incorporates real life into fantasy and makes it seem real. My favorite thing about the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children is he takes old school pictures that can't be explained and explains them in his own fantastical, whimsical way. And I absolutely love the characters, and I love the relationships and the way that they care for each other, even though they all are on the younger side. They have the wisdom of being alive for a while for some reason, if you haven't read it. But I don't think he's written anything else, but if he does, I will be there to buy it. Another author that I absolutely have to buy every time I see it, and proof is in the pudding, because I recently bought her newest book without knowing it even existed until I saw it at the bookstore, and that is Marissa Meyer. She just came out with the book Renegades. I didn't even need to read the back, I just bought it. No questions asked. I loved every single second of the Lunar Chronicle series, and I'm sure I will love Renegades as soon as I jump into that one as well. She is a fantastic creator of worlds and does an amazing spin on the fairy tales we know and love. Speaking of retellings, another author who is fantastic at doing them, as well as one of my favorite authors, is A.G. Howard and her Splintered series. She has a multitude of retellings, including a Phantom of the Opera retelling, and I read her Splintered series and loved it. And not only is she a wonderful author, she is a wonderful person. She will personally respond and thank you for shouting out her book or saying something nice about it on Twitter whenever I see someone say, "Oh, I'm reading this and I loved it," and I'm like, "Yes, favorite series," and she'll thank us both for enjoying her writing. And it's wonderful to see that from an author, especially someone who has exploded with success. Now, an indie author that I absolutely love and I will buy everything she ever writes is M.A. Ray. If you haven't heard about her, I have talked about her before on my channel. I do highly recommend you start with her first book, Hard Luck, and it follows a boy named Dingus. What an unfortunate name. He knows. Don't worry. He already has been told. But the story that it follows is epic fantasy and just wonderful and horrible at the same time. The things that go through this child's life are just sad but entertaining to read. She also has a male romance story called The High King's Will, and I have yet to read that, but I do own it and I cannot wait to jump into it. She is a fantastic author. She has a ton of short stories following a lot of side characters, so you will have plenty to read for at least a few months if you like to take your time on reading. Highly recommend anything by M.A. Ray. Now, those are the authors that I auto-buy whenever they come up with something new. Let me know down below if you've read any of these authors. I've put the links to at least, or all of them down below in the description, so I would like if you could check out, especially M.A. Ray, check out Heroicpages if she is also going to be in the description. Is there any authors that I've mentioned that you have to read? I know there's a lot of fans of the Dresden Files and Lunar Chronicles. I'd love to know. I'd love to discuss them. Also, if you have a series or author that you always buy, put it down in the comments. Maybe it's something I've read and I haven't finished yet, or maybe it's something that's on my bookshelf that I need to pick up. Like it if you like it, subscribe if you want to, and this is the Dragon Queen signing off.